So let's see if I understand this. Inflation is caused by spending money. And because you spend money, you need to print more money, which gives the money less value. For some weird reason, Republicans seem to believe that this spending is caused by Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and other so called entitlements. Except for the fact that the working people of this country are the ones who are putting that money back into the system for those so called entitlements. Are we on the same page so far? So then you turn around and you give tax breaks to the wealthy people who don't need tax breaks to begin with. They get to hold on to more of their money, which means that money does not go back into circulation. And don't get it twisted, you do not build, accrue, and acquire wealth by putting that money back into the system. You build wealth by holding on to as much of it as you can. But wealthy people doing that also causes more money to necessary to be printed, but somehow that does not cause inflation. But when there's a pandemic and people need financial help, whatever little it was, somehow that all of a sudden, inflation. So the working class people, the poor people, and the successful poor people, which is what I call the middle class, who put that money into the system, somehow are the ones causing the inflation because the government then turns around and spends that money on the citizens, which should be spending the money on. But wealthy people who hold on to their money don't put that money back into circulation. They're not causing inflation. You guys do know that inflation and a recession, etc., are those points in time where wealthy people make even more money. And we know this to be true because we saw it happen during, again, a pandemic. COVID should have taught people a lot of lessons, especially a lot of financial lessons, but somehow it didn't. So I noticed a lot of people are starting to open their eyes, but they're still not seeing the bigger picture. So I hope I can help out by just asking the questions I've always asked.